Haribol to all my brothers and my sisters, and welcome back to Astral Motivation. Today, we're going to be talking about a very important transit that not everybody's talking about, which is Uranus going into the sign of Taurus. And even though this may be more of an aspect that is going to affect us in a generation as an overall society, it's still very, very important. And I am here to tell you all about this powerful transit and how it's going to bring a transformation and a revolution in our lives for the next upcoming years. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to Astral Motivation. My name is Vinodini Dasi. I am a Vedic astrologer and also practitioner of the Vedic arts. So if you are into self-development, ancient knowledge, and Vedic astrology, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss any of the nectar. Alrighty, my beautiful brothers and sisters, let's see what this upcoming powerful transit of Uranus in the sign of Taurus has in store for all of us.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri.
And I just want to take this moment to say thank you to all my beautiful exclusive members here, my exclusive members channel on YouTube. Thank you so much for your incredible support here. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to do what it is that I do here and bring so much free content to everybody. And right now we're having a special treat. We are doing a Vedic astrology course in the special members. So if you would like to learn Vedic astrology, the basics, and how to start reading your chart, then make sure to turn into a member today. In the description here below, you will find all the information and how you can join us into the community. Alrighty, so let's talk about Uranus in Taurus. And I know not a lot of Vedic astrologers talk about the external planets, but guys, I'm not a normal Vedic astrologer. I have a very unique approach to the way that I do astrology. And I've been doing astrology for around 16 years. So I have a unique one, and I do take into consideration the external planets. Yes, they are planets, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, which move a lot more slower, and therefore they can last in a sign for years. Now, the reason why a lot of Vedic astrologers do not use these external planets, it's because back in the day, the ones that we can see with our naked eye from the Earth immediately in the sky, those were the planets that we would use the most. And the planets, we can see Saturn with the naked eye. We can see Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Mercury, Sun, Moon. So we can see all of these. So the astrologers back in the day, they would actually just look at the stars, and those were the planets that they will use. And of course, those planets that we see, that we feel their reflection on the earth, will definitely affect us more in a personal way. And yet, when we discovered later on Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, thanks to the telescope, we recognized that there was more planets in our solar system than just the main planets. Now, these planets move a lot slower. They can stay in a sign for years. And this is the reason why they don't necessarily just affect the individual, but they can actually affect a whole society, a whole civilization, a whole generation. And we can see generations according to their aspects. For example, the indigo children is because they actually have a specific aspect from Uranus and Neptune during those years that makes it this unique combination, which they start calling the indigo kids. That's just an example. So what is Uranus? Why is Uranus so important? Well, Uranus is the planet of enlightenment, and it is enlightenment through revolution. Some astrologers say that it is the highest form, or like the evolution of Mercury. So it's like a Mercury on steroids. That's what Uranus is. So Uranus deals with everything that is innovative, futuristic, robotics, innovation. It is the planet that begins the underground trend and then it turns into mainstream. It is the planet of revolution. It is the planet of change. And not just any change, but sudden change. And the sudden change comes from an enlightenment, sort of like once you discover something, once you have the realization of something, you can never go back after that. And you almost have like a massive revolution in your life. Um, and this can go for anything. So if kind of like, let's just say that you discover something that you didn't know before, and then once you discover it, it's just like it totally transforms your world, and now you have a revolution of how you perceive the world and how you see things. So Uranus is the one in charge of these things. Uranus is also the one that is in charge of helping us move towards the future. Uranus is the one that wants to break the old constructs, kind of like what Saturn builds. That's why in Greek mythology, Kronos, which is Uranus, and the son of Saturn, so these two always had this sort of fight with each other. And it is also like the father of Saturn. That's just like in the Greek mythology. But it represents how Saturn is that energy of construct, of fixing and establishing a system that is organized and that works. But eventually, that system will always go through a revolution that transforms it. And that's Uranus energy. Kind of when we say that the old generation, the boomers, have the established system, and the younger generation, the Uranus energy, is breaking away that old system and creating a new one, kind of bringing a revolution. This is the planet that pushes us towards the future, that pushes us towards innovation and thinking outside the box. So because of that, Uranus is a very unique planet. And wherever it lies, it's kind of unexpected. You don't know what Uranus is going to give you. With Uranus, you never know what the surprise is. You think it's going to go this way, but then ends up going the other way. And as you can see behind me, Uranus, it's this unique planet that is not like any other planet. Because, for example, Saturn is in this way and the rings are like this. Uranus is like this and the rings are like this. It's very weird. It's very different. It's the innovation. It's the one that thinks differently. And that's why even in Western tropical astrology, Uranus is the one that rules the sign of Aquarius, the weird one. So a little bit on Uranus and why Uranus is very interesting planet and what it brings and what it represents. Now, Uranus, just to bring it back, Uranus was sitting in Aries for the past 15 years or so. And Uranus was initiating, when it went into Aries, Aries rules the face. This is when it was the beginning of social media. MySpace, remember guys, MySpace was like this underground thing that only the young people knew about, and it was like for the younglings, and the older generation was like, what is this? Never seen this. What's the point of this? And it literally revolutionized the world. Social media, YouTube, MySpace, Instagram, Facebook, all of these things began at the beginning of Uranus in Aries. And Aries rules the face. So we can see that social media, the selfie became the trademark of Uranus in Aries, where Aries is about identity, it's about brand, it's about, this is my face, this is who I am this person. And that's what social media is all about. It's a profile where it showcases who you are and your identity to the point that you can even make it into a brand. And you are the face of that brand. So that's what Uranus and Aries was all about. And through the years, we saw how this underground thing that was only for children, that was only for young people who were just wanting to connect with each other, wanting to, showcase their identity through digital media, it became, now at the end of Uranus and Aries, it became part of our society. Pretty much everybody and their grandmother at this point has some sort of social media, And if you don't, you're literally non-existent. So this is the power of Uranus. Uranus has the power to totally revolutionize something and to totally bring something that is underground, that is, nobody knows about, that is weird, that not everybody's doing, and it literally through the process of the transit can become the next thing. It can become the mainstream thing. So today, on March 20th of 2025, Uranus is going into Taurus, and it's going to be in Taurus until 2032. So this is a long transit that is going to bring massive transformations for us. And I'm going to be super honest with you guys. Uranus doesn't like to be in Taurus, because let's think about it. Taurus is the complete opposite of Uranus. Taurus doesn't like change. Taurus likes consistency, likes to be stubbornly in the same habitual patterns. Taurus likes security. It doesn't like surprises. And if it's not broken, don't fix it. Also, Taurus rules finances, the treasury. That's the reason why we have a bull in front of Wall Street. And when the markets are going up, you call it bullish, because it has that energy of Taurus. Even in ancient times, if somebody was extremely wealthy, it was because they had a lot of cattle. Because if you had a lot of cattle, that means you had a lot of land, because you need to have a lot of land for cattle. And that means that you had a lot of resources like milk and things like this. So Taurus represents this energy of don't change it, keep it steady, keep it secure, money, our environment, how we treat the animals, what we eat, what we consume, because Taurus is the consuming energy. Now, Uranus is going to be going into Taurus for the next years until 2032. So I want you guys to get ready, because there will be a massive revolution in our financial system. And it's going to shake us. I will be totally honest with you. The last time that Uranus was in Taurus was back in the early 1900s, when the Federal Reserve was created. Therefore, there was a revolution in our finances. And also, when we changed our agricultural ways, the pesticides came about, the way that we created agriculture was different. Back in the day, people used to, be more farmers and things like this. And there's been a revolution of food. So get ready, guys, because now Uranus is going to come and revolutionize our financial system, our economical system. And of course, now we have digital coins, crypto, Bitcoin. This is going to solidify it and make it part of our whole life and our society. Uranus is digitalizing, is about innovation. It's about futuristic thinking. Added with finances, boom, you got Bitcoin, you got crypto, you got digital assets. Also, another thing that's going to happen with Uranus going into Taurus is that we're going to have a revolution in our agricultural system. We must start understanding that the pesticides and the way that we're treating the earth is not good. Taurus is all about the earth. It's all about nature. It's about the beauty of the earth. So it's also going to go through a revolution. Now, this could be shown in different ways. I'm going to be honest. It could be shown in ways of, I don't want to say famine, but there might be where there has to be a change in the way that we consume our food. This could be a revolution where people start growing their food again, and this becomes the norm. Also, the way that we treat our cows is going to go through a revolution as well, where we need to maybe start transforming this overeating of cows and how it much affects the world and our lives. We might not see it that way because we are so selfish to think that, oh, it's about my health. So at the expense of killing something else, I'm going to have it because it's for my health. So it's going to go through a massive revolution, guys. the way that we eat, the way that we consume, the way that we grow our food, the way that we have our finances, the way that we also value things. Uranus is going to transform our values as a society. What do we really value? And this is good because if we look around the world, the reason why we may be in such a degraded state is because we have all forgotten values, important values in our lives that we should live by. And that when we live by those values, good things happen in our lives. So Uranus is going to come and revolutionize these things. And last but not least, one of the things that I want to say about Uranus coming into a massive transformation is that it's also going to transform our security. So I'm going to be honest with you, in the next upcoming years, we may go through a little bit of a wobble. I know that right now, even on the news, we're talking about, trying to eradicate taxes. That is a massive financial revolution. And even the end of the Federal Reserve could be in the horizon as well. So there's going to be some wobbles and some changes in society that need to happen. And we may feel like our security is getting a little crazy, but we have to trust this process. Last but not least, there's also going to be a revolution of art as well, because Taurus is very artistic. It's very aesthetic. It is a sign ruled by Venus. It's also the voice. A lot of beautiful singers are Taurus people. So there's also going to be a revolution in art, especially with AI and all these things. Artists are going to have to find new ways to copyright and to bring value to their art without being overshadowed by AI or other aspects like this. We may even start seeing that beautiful voices start coming back, where maybe people are done listening to people who have no voice, who are always using autotune, and now they want quality. They want quality art. So we're also going to see a revolution in our art and how the aesthetic and the beauty and what we value. I mean, the other day, a couple of years ago, one of the most expensive art pieces in Art Basel was a banana taped to a wall. I mean, I think it's time for a renaissance. I think it's time for an artistic revolution and for us to bring back again that value of aesthetic and creativity. So this is a little bit on how Uranus is going to be transforming our next upcoming years and the things that we may start seeing in the world changing. Now, I wanted to do a quick little horoscope for each individual sign. You have to have into account that this is going to be a longer transit until 2032. And make sure to check your ascendant sign and your moon sign. And I'm going to be doing a little forecast for you guys so that you can kind of see what it is that is going to transform. Because the part of our charts that deals with Taurus is literally the most stubborn part of our charts. The parts that we don't want to change, that we want it to stay the same. So it's going to go through a powerful revolution here. So let's get started with our horoscopes. Of course, we're going to begin with our beautiful Aries. And for you, Aries, with this energies of Uranus, Uranus is going to actually be going into your second house of money. So my beautiful Aries, I need you to prepare yourselves because you are definitely going to start having the most powerful transformation in your finances. Now, when Uranus goes into Taurus, it's a little tricky because now your income becomes a little bit unexpected, okay? Here, you may be able to make a lot of money suddenly, and you may also lose a lot of money suddenly. So Uranus here is going to give a lot of unexpected situations that are going to happen with your finances. Now, don't feel afraid because what Uranus is doing here is trying to help you think outside the box in the way that you make money. Maybe some of you guys are ready to create a different way of making money. Maybe you want to start your little side hustle, or maybe you always wanted to do a unique career. Like this would be like an astrologer, making money as an astrologer. Also, you could be making money with innovation. So if you would like to invest on innovation using AI, using a lot of these robotic tools and innovation things, this will make you good money. Okay. Now, being on the edge of not knowing, like, okay, I just made a lot of money. but I don't know if next month I'm going to make the same amount of money. Like, it's going to be very unexpected. This, even though it sounds a little anxious, it's actually going to fill you up to keep going and to make money. Like, it's going to pump you to be like, you know what, let me go make some money, because we don't know what's going to happen. So you will have a lot of opportunities to make unexpected gains and big gains here. So go with the flow. Understand that Uranus is here to help you revolutionize the way that you make money and help you gain even more money as well. Okay. I also see that you're going to start seeing money as a way of freedom. You want to make this money to be more free and to feel more like you can do what you really want to do. So for you, Aries, Uranus really wants to teach you that life is always working out for me. Okay. That no matter what happens, even if life is unexpected, even if we may feel like sudden issues, sudden events, sudden situations happen with our security and our finances, you are always okay. Life is always working out for you. Okay. Don't resist the change. With Uranus, don't resist the change, because Uranus will force the change on you. So it says, I like understanding that things are always evolving, and while there are many things that could be better where I am, it is not really a problem, because where I am is constantly changing to something better. I like knowing that as I look for the best things around me where I am, those things become more prevalent in my experience. So, learning to know that everything is going to be okay and to have that trust in yourself, even if you see that, oh my gosh, my security is changing so much or so many sudden things are happening. So, I'm going to pull some money cards here for you. What is the best way that Aries can handle these energies of Uranus? What can Aries expect with Uranus in Taurus? Okay. You're going to face your financial fears, my beautiful Aries. You're going to face your financial fears by, you might even have a revolution of what you think money is, your relationship with money, how you make money. All of these things are going to go through a transformation, and it's going to help you face your financial fears. So don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to do it differently like everybody else. Uranus will reward you for being authentic and unique and different, and to go at the beat of your own drum. Don't be jealous of anybody else. Keep your eyes on yourself. Don't compare yourself to, oh, the other people have money and I'm so behind. No, no, no. You have your own journey. So keep your eyes trained on yourself. If they can do it, so can you. And also a gratitude list. Keep that feelings of gratitude. This really goes along with everything. Life is always working out for me. That you're always looking around for the things that you can be grateful for. Okay, even if sometimes you may feel wobbly, there's still so much that you can be grateful for. So those were your messages, my beautiful Taurus. I hope that they help. Love you guys so, so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a personal message, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promotion right now, 45% off on my consultations. In the description here below, you will be able to book one with me today. Alrighty, my beautiful Aries, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. And now we're going to be doing, if you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Now we're going to be doing our beautiful Taurus, our beautiful Taurus. Alrighty, Taurus, welcome to your horoscope for this Uranus in Taurus. And for you, Uranus is going to be in your sign. Wow, Taurus. First and foremost, I want to let you know, you are going to be, for the next upcoming years, the weird one. I want you to embrace your freak. This is a time where Uranus is going to bring out the most authentic part of yourself. So don't be afraid to be different, to go at the beat of your own drum, to dress differently, to almost even be shocking to people. That people are like, whoa, you're Taurus, who are you? You're so shocking. Go for it. Because Uranus here is going to help you to really tap into your most authentic self. And your most authentic self is ready to come out. Sometimes as a Taurus, we get stuck in our habits. We get stuck in this habitual pattern, okay? Taurus likes their routine. They're very consistent, and they can be very stubborn. Even if people are telling them, like, you know what, it's not good that you keep drinking all that caffeine, you just keep doing it. Like, it's a habitual situation with Tauruses. So I'm going to be honest with you, Taurus. This Uranus is going to bring massive transformations to you. And the best way to handle this energy is embrace the change. Embrace the changes that life wants to give you. Allow yourself to be completely different. If you feel like I want to go in this path, nobody else is going, go. Or I feel like doing things in a way that I've never done them before, do it. I have some concepts and ideas that have never been brought to the surface, or nobody has ever talked about this. Talk about them. This is the moment for you to be different and to think outside the box, to be an innovator of your life, of yourself, and just get ready, because Uranus is definitely going to make you very different. By the end of this transit, by 2032, you're not going to be the same person at all. And sometimes the Taurus needs this, because even though the Taurus likes their routine and, if it's not broken, don't fix it, you may sometimes feel trapped. Even though you're so secure and everything is perfect and you don't have to change it, sometimes you may feel a little bit trapped on your own energies, on your own thing that you created. So this is going to revolutionize your life. This is going to definitely revolutionize your life. And if you work with technology, with very different types of jobs that nobody else is doing, with innovation, robotics, futuristic things, this is a great time to do it. And I would even say, Taurus, if you end up learning a little bit more about AI and these tools, it could really help you in your life. But be ready for being different and get ready to shock people and love it. Love it, love it, love it. Really embrace that you are going to be a different person. Now let's see. What Taurus wants to teach? What is it that Uranus wants to teach Taurus for this transit? What does Uranus want to teach Taurus for this transit? What does Uranus want to teach Taurus? So, the better it gets, the better it gets. I like this for you. If you just go with the flow of where Uranus wants to transform and take you and change you, it's just going to get better and better and better. When you deliberately seek positive aspects of whatever you are giving your attention to, you, in a sense, tune into the vibrational tuner to come to more positive aspects of everything. And of course, you could tune yourself negatively as well. But as you deliberately are looking for positive aspects in yourself and in others, you will find more of those things. Okay? The better it gets, the better it gets. And I love this rocket, baby, to the moon. To the moon is going to be so wonderful for you, my beautiful Taurus. So let's pull some cards here for you. What can Taurus expect for the next upcoming Uranus and Taurus? Uranus and Taurus, Uranus and Taurus. What can Taurus expect for Uranus? Oh, I like this. It's going to be about you. Wow, you're getting 2 times see only love. The more you are seeking, even in these times of change, that you may see it as like, oh, that's bad. If change happens, that means something bad's going to happen. If you see it with love, see only love. If you see it with love, that's exactly what you're going to get. More love, more love. Really look for the goodness in your situation, in people, in all of it. And that is what's going to smooth the ride of changes that you're going to currently go through for the next upcoming years. Change of direction, baby. Life is taking you in another route. Don't be upset. Don't be sad that maybe you had a certain idea of what's going to go down and how it's going to go down. This is a great time for you to just surrender, because if you try to force your safe way to get there, Uranus is going to surprise you. So it's a change of direction. Some of you guys also may end up having a child during this time. And it's really going to bring a massive transformation in your life. But be ready, because it is going to be a change of direction. Embrace this change of direction. See only love as you go into this new change. Look for how it gets better and better and better. And last but not least, reward yourself. This is about you right now, okay? This is about you and how you are going to really step into your most authentic self. This may lead you back into doing your art. This may lead you back into your self-expression. This may lead you back into the things that really make you feel full inside. So reward yourself. There is going to be a massive, massive transformation where you are going to really step into your authenticity. I love this for you. Alrighty, my beautiful Taurus, those were your messages for this upcoming Uranus and Taurus transit. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. And if you would like to have a personal message by me and get a reading, I highly suggest that you book one today. In the description here below, you will be able to find it for 45% off my consultations at this time. Come and let's talk for 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart as well as your transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you like. Alrighty, Taurus, those were your messages. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That would mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Geminis. Welcome, Gemini, to your horoscope for this Uranus in Taurus. And for you, get ready, Gemini, because Uranus is going to go into your 12th house. You are going to have a revolution in your spirituality. I also see that you're going to start having some crazy dreams. You're going to start having some really powerful dreams. Oops, I'm sorry. You're really going to start having some powerful dreams that are going to transform you. And at the same time, you're also going to have a revolution of your subtle body, of your subconscious, and of the things that you've been subconsciously carrying. So the 12th house is where everything that we repressed gets stuck in. You know how they say, like, it is your subconscious and your ethereal body that actually is ruling your behavior, your actions, and your decisions more than anything else. We may think that the mind is the one that is doing it, but it's actually highly influenced by the subconscious energy. And whatever is stuck in the subconscious energy, the closet of skeletons, if you will, that we repress all the things, the traumas, the situations that happen, the past situations, all these things that sometimes we don't even see. They're almost like hidden from us. That is where Uranus is going to go for you, which means that you are going to start having some really powerful transformations from your subtle body. Get ready. There's going to be massive transformations of your subtle body, going through massive cleanses where you're going to let go of a lot of things that you no longer need. You're going to be able to forgive. You're going to be able to take off the weight of life. And this is something so important. In our society, nobody teaches us that there's going to be a time where you're going to have to let go. And everybody sees letting go as a failure or as a bad thing or as a loss of some sort, but not. If you see it more as a liberation, that you no longer have to carry this, that you no longer have to keep having that in your ethereal body. So Uranus here is going to give you a massive spiritual transformation. Massive spiritual transformation. Some of you guys may even have a Kundalini awakening, a very, very powerful enlightened period at this time. This it's also going to make you feel like you find most of your freedom when you finally disconnect. You're going to love to travel to long distance lands and really seek that peace, that solace, especially if you haven't really felt that much peace in your life. Uranus here is going to revolutionize this and help you to bring more serenity and peace in yourself. Also, if there's been addictions, obsessions, things that you have been struggling to let go because they're still stuck in you, Uranus here is going to totally transform it. Now, if you are somebody who works with spiritual things like a shaman, life regression, counseling, things like this, it's going to be really, really, really good for you. Think outside the box. Do it differently. Don't be afraid to explore something unique and to explore your uniqueness through spirituality. Now let's see a little bit deeper here My apologies. Excuse me. Let's see, what do we have for our beautiful Geminis? What does Uranus want to teach Gemini for this upcoming transit? What does Uranus want to teach Gemini for this next upcoming transit? And we have the subject of money is really two subjects. That's so Gemini. Super, super Gemini. Also, like your relationship in your subconscious with money, with lack, with self-esteem, with self-worth is also going to be going through a massive transformation and revolution. The subject of money is really two subjects: money, plenty of money, and absence of money, not nearly enough money. Often people assume that because they are speaking in words, I want more money, they are speaking positively about money. When you are feeling fear or discomfort as you speak, you are not speaking of the subject of money. You are speaking of the subject of not enough money. And the difference is very important because the first subject brings money and the second one holds it away. So you're going to start having a different relationship with values and money, and it's going to be transformed from your subconscious. It's going to be in a revolution from within, which is very, very powerful. Let's go a little bit deeper into your messages here. It's another message that we have for our beautiful Geminis for this Uranus in Taurus transit for Gemini. And we have surrender to what is. I like this. I feel like this is the piece that I'm talking about. Like you're going to release any misconceptions, any illusions, disillusions, distorted relationships with money, distorted relationships with life. Like this is really going to help you to learn how to let go, learn how to just release, and learn how to just let it be. So surrender to what is. Also surrendering your fear of intimacy. I like this. If there's anything in your subconscious that holds you back from receiving love and receiving help and receiving support from others, you're going to go through a transformation deep, deep within your auric field. And you're also going to surrender fear. I like this for you, Gemini. If you feel like fear has been something that has attacked you or that you've dealt with for a while, or maybe in your ethereal body, in your subconscious body, fear kind of comes in and this gives you anxiety. These things are going to go through a transformation and you're not going to go through any fearful changes. And if you start feeling like, oh my God, changes are coming, don't tell yourself all those fearful stories, okay? Stay grounded and trust that you're going through a transfer. Everybody's going to go through a little wobble in their security, but at the end of it, it should make us even more secure. So those were your messages, my beautiful Gemini. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a more specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now. 45% off of my consultations, 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart as well as your current transits. And you can ask me as many questions as you like. So book one today in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Geminis, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so, so much. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Cancers. Welcome, Cancer, to your horoscope for this Uranus in Taurus. And for you, this is going to be a transformative energy. Actually, you're going to have a really nice upcoming years because Uranus likes to be in the 11th house. And this is where Uranus is going to be transiting until 2032. So Uranus in this energy is going to revolutionize your network and your friendships. Get ready. Get ready, Cancer. If you feel like you're a super introverted Cancer or a Cancer that doesn't have that many friends, or you have the same friends since high school and you wish to meet new people, interesting people, unique people, people that teach you things, people that are different, people that are unique. That's how we like our friendships, no? That's how we like our friends to be. Something that they're different and they teach us a lot of stuff. So get ready, my beautiful Cancer. You are going to have a revolution in your social life. And if you suffer from any social anxiety or any of this repressed energy from being able to connect with others and expand your networks of people, then get ready. Uranus is going to totally transform that. So be ready. You're going to start meeting some weirdos and you're going to love them. You're going to love them. You're going to learn so much from them. And you're going to feel like your circle of friends, circle of networks of people is going to expand a lot more. I also see that Uranus here is going to allow for you to really believe in your dreams, even though they might be so crazy, so different, so awkward, so out of this world. The more out of this world they are, the more capabilities you have to make your dreams come true. So you're going to have a really nice transit here with Uranus in Taurus. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you, especially because, the little cancers can sometimes get too much into their little shell and, get a little shy. But this Uranus is going to just make you, like, get ready. You're going to make a lot of friends, which is going to be so fun. If you always wanted to have that social group of friends and maybe travel with your friends and do cool things with your friends, this is going to happen. There might also be, you might start getting involved with a community that also revolutionizes your life. So let's see. What does Uranus want to teach Cancer for this transit? What does Uranus want to teach Cancer for this Uranus transit? And we have, I am the attractor of my every experience. I am the attractor of my every experience. So you are going to really start attracting some awesome experiences, unique experiences with unique people around you. Fun times, adventurous times. They're going to be really fun. You are meant to live an expansive, exhilarating, good feeling experience. It was your plan when you made the decision to become focused in your physical body in this time-space reality. You were born knowing that you are a powerful being, that you are good, that you are a creator of your experience. And that is the law of attraction. It is the basis of the universe, and you knew it, and you knew it will serve you well, and so it has. So you're going to start having some really dope experiences. Get ready, Cancer. This is going to expand your world. I'm so excited for you. Now let's pull some more cards here. What else do we have? I also see that you can get some sudden gains. Sorry for not mentioning that. You can get some sudden gains. Some sudden gains because you collaborated with some people, some investments that you have. Get ready, because out of nowhere, you might just like have a sudden bunch of gains and you're like, I just made all this money, which is wonderful. Let's see, what else do we have for our beautiful Cancers for this Uranus transit? And we have law of attraction. Man, you got both law of attraction here. What you feel, what you sense, you're going to start attracting this. So write down all the things you want to attract. Write down those dreams. Start that bucket list, baby, because there's definitely going to be lots of opportunities here. Now let's see, what else do we have for my beautiful Cancers when it comes to Uranus? See only love and a creative project. You're going to become more creative. You're going to meet a lot of creative people, and they're going to inspire you as well. They're going to inspire you to explore yourself, to explore your qualities. You're going to meet talented people that are also going to help you to tap into your talent. And see only love for everybody and everything. Everybody's different, everybody's unique, but seeing the goodness and all of these things is going to make it so much better for you. So the law of attraction is very powerful. Do some visualization. That will make you be even more attractive of what it is that you want to dream of and create in your life. Alrighty, my beautiful Cancers, those were your messages. I hope that they help. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now, 45% off of my consultations in the description here below, 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart, your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you like. Alrighty, my beautiful Cancers, I hope that helped. Love you guys so much. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Leos. Welcome, Leo, to your horoscope for this upcoming Uranus in Taurus. And for you, Uranus is going to be transiting your 10th house of career, so get ready. I see changes in the horizon for your career. Yes. And don't be afraid. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. Especially if my beautiful Leos want to start becoming more independent. If you guys want to start your own business, your own side hustle. especially if it deals with technology, with innovation, with futuristic thinking, with even if you go about your career in a totally different way that nobody has ever done, that's even better. So the time has come for you to really think outside the box when it comes to your career. And I want you to embrace the changes that may happen in your career. This is a good thing. You're going through a revolution of your purpose at this time. And I know you don't like your career to change. It feels secure. Your salary feels secure, all these things. But trust Uranus, because Uranus is going to align you with a more authentic path, with a more authentic career. And that's going to be good for you. And at the end, you are going to be feeling more free. You are going to be feeling like, you know what? I don't have to go to a job that I feel so trapped and jailed in. Like, you are now going to have a situation at your job where you feel more free. Maybe some of you guys start working remotely. Maybe some of you guys start doing something like social media, and then it blows up for you and it changes the way that you live your life. Maybe some of you guys decide to get an app, open up an app, or work with innovation, technology, or bring about some invention or something that has never been seen before. All of these things are fantastic for you. So embrace it. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of what Uranus can bring. And I would really suggest for you to really sit down and be like, you know what? For example, if you always wanted to do that job and you're like, but who does that? like, like for example, me as an astrologer, not everybody's an astrologer. It's a very Uranus career. So even if you wanted to go about doing something that is super unique that nobody's doing, like quantum healing with innovation, and even if it's a normal job or a normal career, do it differently. Also, by the way, you're going to become a little bit more rebellious at the workplace, especially if you work for somebody. So my best advice, if you don't want to start getting into fights with your boss, my best advice for you is ask your boss that you're going to need more freedom. You're going to need more freedom. Like, you're not going to be able to handle some boss that is like on top of you, just like micromanaging you, and just like, no, you're going to be like, listen, I'll do my job, but you let me do my job how I want to do it. And that's going to be really good for you. So you don't start getting into some clashes. So your message that Uranus wants to give you is money isn't everything, but good. So there's going to be a transformation also, that money isn't everything, that your career doesn't define you. Sometimes we go into this energy where it's like, I get my worth out of my purpose, out of my career. And sure, you can get some, but deep down inside, we are spirit souls. So we're beyond sometimes that. Like, what happened? That's why a lot of people go through crises when they retired, because they're just like, who am I? I was that profession, that position. It's not everything. So you're also going to transform that. You are right when you think money isn't everything. You certainly do not need money to have joy in your experience. But in your society, where so much of what you live is tied to money in some way, most of you associate money with freedom. And since freedom is the basic tenet of your being, then coming into alignment with money will help you to establish a balanced footing. That will be of value to you and all the other aspects of your experience. So you're going to feel more freedom. And you're not going to feel so bounded by your job. And you're still going to make money. It's not going to be something bad. So let's see, what else do we have here for our beautiful Leos when it comes to this Uranus transit? For my beautiful Leos, when it comes to this Uranus transit, we have a sense of deservingness. I really like this for you. You're going to start recognizing that, you deserve to have a career that really represents your authenticity. You deserve to have maybe your own business where you run the shots, or a leadership position where you can, do your job how you want to do it and people are not bothering you. But this sense of deservingness is really going to come into your heart, and that's going to be something really good that is going to transform your career and your money. Also, partner up. Don't be afraid to have a partnership. Don't be afraid to work together. Marriage, things like this. During this Uranus transit, you can definitely end up having one of these if you're single. And if you're not single, your partnership is going to become even more tight, more powerful, because the Uranus is going to revolutionize your status as well and organize for success. That will be one thing, that Uranus may start making you really messy because it's so unexpected. So try to stay as organized as you can when it comes to your career. Okay, try to stay as organized as you possibly can when it comes to your career. Alrighty, my beautiful Leos, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have more personal messages, then I suggest that you get our private session with me in the description here below. You will be able to book one today. A 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart and you can ask me as many questions as you like. Book one today. Alrighty, my beautiful Leos, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Virgos. Welcome, my beautiful Virgos, to your horoscope for this Uranus transit in Taurus. And for you, Uranus is going to be transiting in your ninth house of belief systems, of religion, of philosophy, of studies, higher studies, and of teachers and gurus. So I really feel like you're going to have a revolutionary transformation in your belief systems. And this is going to be something really good for my beautiful Virgos. Some of you guys might even change your religion, just so you know. It may happen where you decide to go from Christian to Jew or Jew to Hindu or whatever you like. But there might be a massive transformation in your belief systems at this time. And you're also going to find a lot of freedom that comes to you when you travel, when you explore other cultures. And this is going to make you feel really free. You're going to be like, I feel so good when I travel. I feel so expansive. I feel like I'm embracing change in my life. So this is really, really nice. And during your travels, I see that some beautiful sudden things may happen in your life. Some very unique experiences are going to happen in your life, which is going to make you richer. It's going to make you a lot richer. So this is going to be really nice. Also, some of you guys may even end up creating kind of like your own belief system where maybe you take a little bit from Buddhism, you take a little bit from this other one, you take a little bit from another one. To each his own. But that will be something that maybe you start really finding that unique belief system that goes good with you, that unique philosophy that you really feel connected to, that actually makes you feel free and that is very unique to yourself. Also, some of you guys may go back to school. If you wanted to go to university or if you're currently in university, there could definitely be that. So, my beautiful Virgos, get ready because I definitely see some transformations here. Some of you guys may also suddenly meet a spiritual teacher that revolutionizes your life completely. So, these things are the things that are going to make you feel free at this time. So, don't be afraid to change your mind. Don't be afraid to change your belief systems. Don't be afraid to transform. It's a matter of finding that very authentic path, that authentic philosophy that really resonates with who you are. And if you're atheist, you might just even start loving God. You're going to have a revolution here. So let's look a little bit deeper for my beautiful Virgos. What else do we have? Some publishers, if you guys want to publish, I see that you guys can end up publishing something extremely unique that revolutionizes the world or society or your community. That's another thing for anybody who, books or essays or anything that you publish out in the world. So let's see, what is it that Uranus wants to teach Virgo in this upcoming transit? What does Uranus want to teach Virgo in this upcoming transit? And we have, my life is good. My life is as good as I allow it to be. So yes, self-limiting beliefs are going to be transformed. This concepts of self-limiting beliefs, self-sabotaging, all of these things are going to go through a transformation. And you are going to start allowing your life to become really, really good. You're going to discover that, wow, it's just my beliefs. If I have enough faith, I will see a transformation in my life. Very beautiful. Many people focus upon unwanted things with no deliberate attention to the emotional guidance within them. And then they try to compensate for their lackful thinking with physical action. And because of the misalignment of energy, they do not get the results from their actions. So then they try harder by offering more action, but still things do not improve. Does this sound a little bit like you, Virgo? Like the like the air you breathe, abundance in all things is available to you. Your life will simply be as good as you allow it to be. So you are going to have a massive expansion as well, Virgo. So if you've been feeling kind of like constricted and kind of like, okay, this is as good as it gets, I'm not going to get anything better than this, like I'm just going to have to settle for this situation. No, you're going to go through a transformation, okay? You are really going to see, I'm going to start being more optimistic and have massive faith and see your life go through a massive revolution where you're just going to feel this massive expansion. Very exciting. Let's go a little bit deeper into your messages here, my beautiful Virgo. What are some other messages for Virgo for this upcoming transit of Uranus and Taurus? The ocean. You need to get closer to water. During these changes, if you feel, any single time you feel anxiety or anything, water is really going to be very healing for you, okay? And it's going to bring you a lot of beautiful stuff. Drinking a lot of water is also very important for you, my beautiful Virgo, for your nervous system. Wow, it seems like you're going to get a new partner. So those of you who are single, you're going to get a new partner that actually you travel with, you feel free with. They expand your world. They may even bring you better self-beliefs or a new religion or a new philosophy in life. This is going to be really, really good for you. So a new partner is definitely coming in your life, which is very good because you've been going through a lot of seventh house situations, my beautiful Virgos. You got this, okay? You got this. And last but not least, let your past go. I like this for you. Like, you're no longer going to say, oh, but that's the thing that has always happened to me. So that's my belief system. And that's how life is. That's how life is. No, you're going to go through a massive revolution of like, no, that's not how life is. And you might even have, if the more faith you gain, the luckier you're going to get. So the more you practice optimism, gratitude, and faith, you're going to see that it's definitely going to explode for you. And if that's been a self-limiting past that you feel trapped in, then this is exactly what you're going to finally break on through. And it's going to make you feel so expansive in your life. I'm very, very, very excited for you, my beautiful Virgo. So those were your messages, my beautiful Virgo. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a personal message by me, then I highly suggest that you get a personal reading by me. Book one today in the description here below. 45% off using the promo code. 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart, your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you like. Book one today in the description below. Alrighty, my beautiful Virgos, those were your messages. I hope that you liked them. If you liked them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Libras. Welcome, Libra, to your horoscope for this upcoming Uranus transiting through Taurus. And wow, you are having Uranus transiting through your 8th house of other people's monies. I got to be honest with you. I think some Libras are going to win the lottery. Yep, lottery. You can have a very lucky streak having here. So play the lotto for the next upcoming years because it might just happen for you, for real. So we definitely have an opportunity of winning big from other people's monies. A sudden grant comes to you, a sudden credit changes, a sudden person just invests on you, a sudden money just comes into your life from not yourself, from not your own efforts, but from somebody else. That is very exciting. That is very good. So that's one thing. Now, you could also, if you're in the stock market with investments, you can also gain a lot, but you can also lose. So you gotta be very cautious. You gotta be very careful. Uranus can go extreme up, extreme down. Okay? But regardless, Uranus, it's going to give you what you need and what you want. So this is definitely surprises that are going to start happening in your shared resources, in finances. You might even have somebody suddenly give you a boat, suddenly give you some acid. I don't know, where you're like, well, I just ended up with this thing. I don't know. Like, Uranus is going to be able to give you these things. Also, you're going to have a revolution in your psychology, which I think it's going to be really cool for you. If you really feel like you've been like struggling with the past, struggling with PTSD, struggling with trauma, struggling with all these things, then Uranus is definitely going to help you to just like revolutionize your mind, revolutionize your psyche, so that you're no longer in this same mental patterns. This is a great time if you do have any of these issues. Great time to go to therapy, counseling, have a reading with me, or even try something unique. Try like some very unique form of healing. That could also help you immensely if you really are going through a lot of mental healing, mindfulness healing, all of these things. Also, there might be a sudden transformation in your sexuality. I gotta be honest, maybe some of my Libras are gonna start getting into some kinky things that are very different here, to each his own. But yeah, you're going to want to explore weird things, new things, in your intimacy and in your sexuality. Uh, yeah. And last but not least, there is going to be lots of transformations of your inner world. You're going to start freeing yourself from any demons that have been haunting you, any negative thoughts, any past issues that have been haunting you. You're finally going to kind of revolutionize all of this, have massive psychological transformations and awakenings where you're just like, whoa, okay, now my life has totally changed. Now I see life from a different point of view. Very, very powerful. The last thing I want to say, Libra, you have to be a little bit more cautious during these years from any sudden accidents. So don't be reckless, okay? Don't be reckless, because this may give a sudden accident. I don't want that to happen to you. Just like they can give you a sudden lottery win. It could go both ways. But be very, very cautious and do not do any risky things, especially with your body. Now, let's see. What else do we have here for my beautiful Libras when it comes to Uranus in Taurus? What does Uranus want to teach Libra for this upcoming transit? Ooh. Seems like two things they want to teach you. It comes not by magic, but by universal law. And the physical me is materialized spirit. So I like this. You're really going to recognize that what your inner world, your invisible world within, is what materializes outside. Changing that inner psychology, that inner world will materialize outside as well. It's not the other way around. So we have here, some say that you should not want money at all because the desire for money is materialistic and not spiritual. But we want you to remember that you are here in this very physical world where spirit has materialized. You cannot separate yourself from the aspects of yourself that is spiritual. And while you are here in these bodies, you cannot separate yourselves from that which is physical and material. All of the magnificent things of a physical nature that are surrounding you are spiritual in nature. So you might even also have a paranormal experience. I'm going to be honest with you, Libra, where you're going to recognize that, wow, spirit is real, energy is real, this invisible realm is real. And that's going to help you to transform your inner world into the outside world. Let's go a little bit deeper into your messages here. What else is Uranus going to be teaching Libra for this next upcoming years for Libra for this Uranus transit? And we have, wow, a miracle. I love this for you. Lottery, anybody? So surrender to miracles, my beautiful Libra. You're going to see that some sudden beautiful changes in your life are going to happen. There might even be the birth of a child that totally transforms your life. And it's a miracle that happens. Surrender low self-esteem. This is what I'm talking about. Healing your psychology from any inner demons and disabilitations and disempowering beliefs, you're going to be healing all of this and really step into your self-esteem. And we also have surrender, stubbornness. Do not, and I repeat, do not get stubborn and try to just, no, I'm not going to change. It's going to be like this. Because if you do that, if you get stubborn, and if you resist the transformation that Uranus wants to give you, because changes are coming for you, they are. And if you resist these changes, you will be forced. That's when I talk about the accident. So be careful. Don't do that. Just embrace the change. Okay? You're going to do it differently. Life is going to be different. And don't get stubborn about it. Alrighty, my beautiful Libras, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so, so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a more personal message by me, then I highly suggest that you get a personal reading with me. In the description here below, you will be able to book one today for 45% off. A 75-minute session where we go deep into your chart, into your current transits, as well as your, you can ask me as many questions as you like. Alrighty, my beautiful Libras, those were your messages. I hope that they help. If they have, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Scorpios. Welcome, Scorpio, to your horoscope for this upcoming Uranus transit in Taurus. And get ready, because your relationships and your commitments are about to go through a massive transformation. Now, this can go in many ways. Some people are going to finally get out of the closet. For one, you're going to want to start having a unique relationship. You're going to want to have a relationship that makes you feel more free than constricted. For some of you guys may even step into open relationships and these things because you just want to have a unique relationship. But even for my conservative people, I see that your relationship is also going to step into a more authentic energy where you are going to practice a lot of friendship with your partner. I also see that you may be attracting a lot of business partners out of nowhere, very unique business partners, very unique people to commit to. And you are also going to have a revolution in your relationships as well. So if you've been feeling like your relationships always have the same patterns, or they always end up in the same sort of situation, like you always attract the narcissist, you always end up attracting the avoidant or whatever, this is the energies of transformation. Okay, these are the powerful energies of transformation where life is going to help you to free yourself from these misconceptions around love. And it's going to help you to become a more authentic lover. A more authentic lover, okay? This may bring a sudden relationship in your life. Maybe some of you guys suddenly get married, and maybe some of you guys suddenly end things. But that's going to be depending on the karmas of both and how you go about your relationship. But get ready. Uranus wants to really transform your commitments and your relationships, and it's going to bring you a lot of joy and happiness. You're going to feel, and the relationship that you're seeking is going to be a relationship that makes you feel alive and free. Also, if you've ever been in a codependent relationships where you feel like you have to change yourself a lot to be loved, to be with somebody, where you have to jeopardize your own identity to be loved, to be with somebody, then this is also going to transform that energy where you are no longer going to be in these energies, and you are going to start actually feeling like, whoa, I am with somebody who truly loves me for who I am and who helps me to embrace myself even more. And they're never telling me like, oh, you can't wear this, you can't do this, you can't, like, they're not going to limit you. And if you are in a relationship where you feel like this, I feel like you might just totally change this. But it's going to be different for everybody. So let's see, what other messages do we have for you, my beautiful Scorpio? What does Uranus want to teach Scorpio during this Uranus in transit? What does Uranus want to teach Scorpio during this Uranus in Taurus? I can follow the trails of good feeling thoughts. So many people have put anything that earns money in the category of the things that I have to do. And that is why the money often comes so hard. If you are wise enough to follow the trail of good feeling thoughts by deliberately looking for positive aspects along your way, you will come into vibrational alignment with who you really are and with the things you really want. And once you do that, the universe must deliver to to you a viable means to achieve your desire. So it seems like life is really going to try to help you go more towards those feelings good feelings in your relationship, good feelings in authenticity, good feelings in commitments, good feelings in your marriage. And you're going to maybe shift this energy of like, oh, I have to be with this person, or I have to be a good wife, or I have to be a good husband. Like it's you're not gonna look at it as a jail, as some sort of binding that constricts you, but you're going to start shifting your mindset into like, no, this person allows me to even be more free. They support my authenticity, they support my freedom of expression. That is something very, very powerful. So let's see, what do we have for my beautiful Scorpios when it comes to Uranus transit? What do we have for Scorpio for this Uranus? Oh, okay, those are the ones. So you're going to start letting go of control issues. I love this. You're going to find more detachment as well. And you know that that's key. Key to love, key to relationships, black cat energy, detachment. You're no longer going to be chasing or doing any of those things. And you're going to stop this control issues where you're trying to control your partner or your partner's starting to control you. You're going to be like, you know what? You be you, I'll be me. And let's love each other for just being who we are. You're really going to step into this easiness and detachment in your relationship that is going to be quite good. And detachment doesn't mean that you don't care. It just means that you can love feeling free, not bounded and binded and have to's and these things. So you're going to release these control issues. And if I know my Scorpio's got some control issues, so this is going to be really good for you. You're also going to free yourself. So as I mentioned, if you really are in a very controlling relationship, very constrictive relationship, some of you guys really might just free yourselves from this partnership. But you're also going to free yourself from any misconceptions and attitudes and behaviors, and you're going to allow your energy to be more open and free in your relationships. As I mentioned, you want to be with somebody who makes you feel free, not, somebody that's extremely jealous, that is extremely controlling, that is checking your phone, that is telling you what to do and not to do. You're not going to deal with this anymore. So there is massive freedom energy that is going to happen, and that is what you're really seeking. You're seeking for your partner to make you feel more free and more authentic to you. And last but not least, romantic feelings. So I also see that you're going to become more expressive of your feelings. You're going to find unique ways of showing love to your partner, and there is also going to be a lot of romantic feelings that are going to rise. By the way, I also see you being attracted to a lot of weirdos. That's going to be your type for the next upcoming years. You're going to be like, I like you. You're very different. You're weird. I like that. That's going to be something that you're also going to be attracted to. So romantic feelings are abound, and you are going to feel more free to express your feelings and to express your romance in unique ways. So those were your messages, my beautiful Scorpio. I hope that they help. Love you guys so, so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you book in the description here below a reading with me, 45% off on my consultations at this time. We go deep into your natal chart, your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you like. So make sure to book one today in the description here below using the promo code. Alrighty, my beautiful Scorpios, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so, so much. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Sagittariuses. Welcome, Sagittarius, to your horoscope for this Uranus in Taurus. And for you, this Uranus in Taurus is going to be in your 6th house. First and foremost, my beautiful Sagittarius, get ready, because in the next upcoming years, your schedule is going to be all over the place. If you've been having a consistent schedule where you go every single day, 6 to 5, and you're doing this, your routine all the time, get ready. It's totally going to change. Some of you guys may start traveling a lot. Maybe some of you guys are working at night. Maybe some of you guys have these weird hours. It's just going to get a little cray-cray, but you just go with the flow. Some of you guys may also start having a really hard time trying to keep a very consistent schedule and very consistent routine. Go with the flow. Okay, don't be upset that, okay, I said I was going to go to the gym every single day at 6 a.m. and it's just not happening. Uranus is going to disrupt your routine. It wants you to have unique days, like wake up and be like, okay, let's see where the wind takes me today. Which I think is going to be wonderful for you, my beautiful Saggy, because you're very adventurous. You're going to like this. Some of you guys are also going to go through a transformation of your food. Yes, your nutrition may go through a transformation. If you're a heavy carnivore, you may just turn vegetarian, and vice versa. These things can easily happen. So you're going to have a revolution in your daily life. You're going to have a revolution in your schedule, and you're going to have a revolution in your food and nutrition and health. Okay? Some of you guys may go through a massive transformation in your health where you decide to, change the routine, change the habits, change the daily things. And at the same time, even some of you guys may go through a massive transformation in your work. Okay? So work is going to be different. Work is going to go through something. I would suggest, use technology, use innovation in your health, in your job, in your services. And this can also bring a lot of unique situations for you. And it's ready to bring you a massive transformation in your daily life and routines. So get ready, because your schedule is not going to be the same. And just embrace it. Embrace it. At first, it may feel like you're kind of all over the place. You're going to learn to kind of go with the flow. And some of you guys may also have a transformation in your services that you do. Some of you guys may start offering some really unique services that you can help people with, where maybe you use technology, or maybe you use some very new innovation. All of these things will be great for you. So let's see. What is it that Uranus wants to teach Sagittarius for this Uranus transit? What does Uranus want to teach Sagittarius? And it wants to teach you, welcome to planet Earth. You are here to seek joy. I love this. You are here to seek joy. So especially if your routine has been so mundane, you're going to start seeing a lot of joy and freedom in the mundane things of life, or you're going to free yourself from this mundane lifestyle. If we were talking to you on your first day here, you would say, welcome to planet Earth. There is nothing that you cannot be or do or have. And you work here, your lifetime career is to seek joy. As you think thoughts that are feel good to you, you will be in harmony with who you really are. And in doing so, you will utilize your profound freedom. I like this. Seek joy first, and all of the growth that you would ever imagine will come to a joyful and abundantly onto you. So, yeah, you're going to really have a transformation of your daily life and health as well. I also want you to know that like if you've always struggled with some chronic disease or chronic health issue, this Uranus is going to help you to revolutionize your health. If you suffer from overweight or bad health habits, Uranus here is going to literally revolutionize your health. So go for it. Now let's see some other messages for my beautiful Sagittarius for the next upcoming Uranus transit of these years. What do we have for Sagittarius? And we have gratitude list. As always, you always got to keep with the gratitude. That's my Saggies. Optimism to the fullest. That is what you're all about. So keep counting your gratitude. Release jealousy. Don't compare your lifestyle to anybody else, because you're going to start having a very, very different lifestyle in the next upcoming years. And last but not least, it is safe for you to receive. So these things will also be transformed. Receiving help from others. You might be somebody who's very serviceable towards others. So this is a time to receive service from others and to bring balance to that as well. So very powerful energies for you, my beautiful Sagittarius. Those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you would like to have a personal message by me, then I highly suggest that you book a consultation with me today, 45% off on my consultations in the description here below. You will be able to find one using the promo code. So that is for you, my beautiful Sagittarius. I hope those messages help you. And if you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Capricorns. Welcome, Capricorn, to your horoscope for this upcoming Uranus in Taurus. And for you, I'm so excited for you, my beautiful Capricorn. I'm just so excited for you, my beautiful Capricorn, for everything that is about to happen to you. Your Sarisati is going to end this month. And I'm sure, and I want to hear from you guys, do you already feel how like this pressure is just starting to lift up and you're like, oh my God, I can breathe again. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So my beautiful Capricorns are ending your Sarisati, and at the same time, we have Uranus going into your fifth house, the fifth house of fun, the fifth house of joy, the fifth house of passion, the fifth house of creativity. My goodness gracious, my Capricorns, you guys are going to become an avant-garde artist here. This is going to make you think outside the box. Your creativity is going to explode. You may have a sudden pregnancy as well. And I see you having a very unique son, daughter, whatever you end up giving birth to. They're going to be a very unique individual, and not in a bad way. Like, not like they have an issue, but more of like they're going to be very unique, very different. And it's going to be fascinating for you. There is amazing creative energy here. You have right now the ability to think outside the box. And you know that the artists who think outside the box are like the coolest artists. So you have avant-garde energy all over you, baby. I also see that my Capricorns are going to be attracted romantically to unique people, weirdos. Those are going to be your type for the next upcoming years. You're going to be like, that guy, that girl, really different, really weird. Wow, I like that. Almost shocking. You're gonna like those people. You like them weird. So in the next upcoming months, your romance is also gonna go through a revolution. So if Capricorn, you've been, busy, working too much, not having any time for love, and you're like, what's gonna happen in my love life? Is anything gonna happen here? Well, Uranus is gonna come and revolutionize your romantic life. And I do see that for my singles, you may meet somebody who's very unique, who totally makes you think differently, who totally helps you see life from another point of view, or who even inspires your creativity to a new level. Awesome. For children, unexpected pregnancies can happen, unexpected births can happen, very unique children as well. Your children are going to be very creative. The matter here is to not box them into what society wants them to be, but to nurture their uniqueness as well. And last but not least, even for the people who are not creative, people who are athletes, people who are business people who are in speculative business, or even the stock market, you guys are going to do great. Because Uranus here, especially in the stock market, there might be a sudden gain when you take a risk in some business. You take some risk that can go well. Risky investments, risky businesses. This is going to be kind of good for you. And even starting a business that is very unique, that is very different, utilizing innovation, technology, futuristic things. All of these things are wonderful. And even using creativity with these tools as well could happen as well. But nonetheless, your imagination, your creative flow is going to go to the next level. And this is where you're going to feel free. You're going to be feeling free when you're being creative. You're going to be feeling free when you are in your romantic energies. This is going to really expand you. So think outside the box. Always do things differently. Go for some unique art, because I definitely see that you are going to create an impact, and it's going to be so unique to you. You can end up creating something so powerfully authentic, and it's going to be great. And I also see that you are going to be feeling a sense of authenticity as you tap more into your self-expression. Wow. Let's see, what else do we have here? What does Uranus want to teach Capricorn for the next upcoming Uranus and Taurus. What does Uranus want to teach Capricorn? What does Uranus want to teach Capricorn? My career is one of creating a joyful life experience. Oh my God, I love this for you. I love this for you. If your dominant intent is to feel joy while you are doing the work, your triad of intentions, freedom, growth, and joy will come quickly and easily into alignment. See your career as one of creating a joyful life experience. That's what it wants to do. It wants to bring passion and creativity and make it fun, baby. Make it fun. Okay? Now, you are not a creator of things or a regurgitator of what someone else has created. You see, you're going to be very unique. You're going to be copying nobody. Like the things that are going to be born out of you, super unique to you. Or a gatherer of stuff. You are a creator, and the subject of your creation is your joyful life experience. That is your mission. That is your quest. That is why you are here. God, I love that for you. That was the perfect one for you, my beautiful Capricorn. Let's see. What else do we have for my beautiful Capricorns for this upcoming Uranus and Taurus? What do we have for Capricorn for Uranus and Taurus? Finances and career. So yes, your finances and career are going to go through a transformation, and they're also going to transform your love life, your romantic lives as well. If you've been working too much and you don't have time for romance, this is going to transform. If you're currently in a romantic relationship, there's going to be sort of transformation in your finances by using creative outlets as well. And we have religious factors. When it comes to your love life, you want to have somebody that has the same values as you, especially if you feel like you may have really unique values, very different from others. I see that you're going to be meeting that person that complements your uniqueness, complements your authenticity. And last but not least, what is the final message for Capricorn with this Uranus transit? And we have steady progress. So little by little, little by little. Okay, that's your superpower, my beautiful Capricorn. You're very determined. So you guys may have even some creative project, even if it's like starting an app or doing starting an invention or anything like this. It's a steady progress. Keep moving forward towards that unique goal, and you're gonna be really, really happy. Alrighty, my beautiful Capricorns, those were your messages for this upcoming Uranus in Taurus. I hope that they help you. Love you guys so much. And if you would like to have a personal reading by me, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my personal consultations at this time. Book one with the promo code in the description here below. It's a 75-minute session where we go deep into your chart, and we also get to answer all your questions and your current transit. So make sure to book one today in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Capricorns, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so, so much. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Aquariuses. Welcome, Aquarius, to your horoscope for this upcoming Uranus in Taurus. And I want to get you ready, baby, because you're going to have a lot of sudden moves that are going to happen in this next upcoming years. Yeah, I see you moving a lot. Yes, you might have to like, oops, now I have to move somewhere else. Oop, now I have to move to another country. Oop, now I have to move to another place. This may happen to some of my Aquariuses during the next upcoming years. But if you get fed up with moving too much, and you start like, okay, I want to settle down, I don't want to keep moving around all the time, then my best advice is that this is a time for you to find your unique home. Some of you guys may move to a self-sustainable home, or you end up designing your own home that is very unique, or maybe you end up, you know how they have like those houses that are under the earth, but they're really cool, really unique homes. So that is what Uranus wants you to find. If you go into a home where you feel like this is like nothing like me. Like, oh, it's all this modern, everything looks the same, they all look the same. I don't really feel like it reflects my personality and who I am. You're going to end up moving, and life is going to move you again. So the time has come for you to make your home really unique to you, Aquarius. Make it unique that when people walk into your house, you're like, whoa, I'm in Aquarius's world. It's so different. It's so unique. This is what your home wants to feel like, and this is the type of home that Uranus wants you to create at this time. There is also going to be a revolution with your family. So if you've been having issues with your family or with your mother, where you just feel like things have always been the same, or there's going to be some revolution here where finally you start getting along with parents, finally you start getting along with your mom, finally your parents allow you to be yourself, where they're like, okay, that's Aquarius, we ain't going to change them, that's how they are, and they finally accept you for who you are in your family's unit. But there's definitely a lot of transformations that are also going to revolutionize your roots, your inner child wounds, and your past. And your past. This is going to be very powerful and intimate for you. So now let's see. What does Uranus want to teach Aquarius for this next upcoming transit? What does Uranus want to teach Aquarius? And we have, I am developing the skills of direct thoughts. I am developing the skills of direct thoughts. The most valuable skill or talent that you could ever develop is that of directing your thoughts towards what you want. To be adept at quickly evaluating all situations and then quickly coming to the conclusion of what you must want, and then giving your undivided attention to that. There is a tremendous skill in directing your own thoughts that will yield results that cannot be compared with results that mere action can provide. So I also see a lot of healing of your past. So if you feel like the past has been haunting you, you keep living in the past, you keep thinking about the past people, the past lovers, the past relationships, the past everything, you're gonna finally revolutionize your past story, your life past story. You're gonna finally release these energies, and it's going to be fantastic for you, my beautiful Aquarius. You're going to really find a sense of emotional contentment that is authentic to you and that is true to who you are. Now let's go a little bit deeper into these things. What else do we have for my beautiful Aquariuses for the next upcoming Uranus transit? For Aquarius, for this Uranus transit, and we have surrender to your intuition. Your intuition is going to be very, very strong with this Uranus transit. Also, surrender your attachment to results. It's going to liberate you from expectations, which is wonderful, because expectations always, disappoint us. So you're going to be able to have this detachment and surrendering this sort of attachment to them. And last but not least, you're going to surrender to inner peace. So that's what I'm talking about, like making peace with your past. And if there's anything in your past of your childhood that is still haunting you, or even if you're healing ancestral wounds and ancestral karmas, I see that Uranus here is going to help you. And you're going to find a very powerful inner peace and sense of contentment at a deep, deep level. Wow. So I'm super excited for you, my beautiful Aquarius. Those were your messages, Aquarius. If you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And remember, these are general messages. If you would like to have your specific reading, then I highly suggest that you book a consultation with me today. 45% off on my consultations. You can book one in the description here below using the promo code 75-minute session, where we go deep into your chart, all your current transits, and also you can ask me as many questions as you like. Alrighty, my beautiful Aquarius, love you guys so much, sending you so much love and light. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Pisces. Welcome, Pisces, to your horoscope for this Uranus and Taurus. And get ready, baby. I'm excited for you, especially if you've been feeling like my money has been all over the place for the past years. It's been so inconsistent. Sometimes I have money, sometimes I don't have money. This is coming to an end. Yay! You're finally going to have more stability in your finances. And now, Uranus going into your third house, you are going to have a revolution of your mindset. Also, the way that you're going to speak is going to be so unique. So, for example, if you're a blogger, if you're a writer, if even the posts that you do and the things that you write, super unique to you, and it's going to be very attractive. People are going to love your storytelling, because the way that you go about it is going to be super unique. Uranus here is also going to revolutionize your mindset. So if you've been always thinking the same way, life is going to revolutionize the perceptions, your mindset. And if, for example, sometimes you feel like you don't have enough courage to go against the grain or do things differently, Uranus here is going to revolutionize all of that and is going to give you massive courage to do it your way, to do it differently. I see that my Pisces are also going to become really skillful with something with your hands. If it's either writing, cooking, painting, drawing, playing music, anything like this, Uranus is going to help you become a very, very skillful person, and that you do it differently. Your skills are very polished, but you do it in a very unique way. For example, my artists can end up finding their unique style. My musicians can end up finding their unique sound that is not like anybody else. My people who work more with like tech technological things, electrical things, or robotics, or inventions, or doing a startup with an app, doing a startup with innovation, doing a startup with AI, doing a startup with anything that is futuristic. Great. It would be wonderful for you. So, this is going to revolutionize you. Also, if you start a social media at this time, you're going to be the unique one, the different one, the authentic one, and we all know that social media loves that. So it's a great time to be courageous enough to showcase your skills and showcase them like no one else. Nobody does it like me. To really feel that and own that. And the more unique you are with your approach to your skills, or to your the things that you create with your hands, your communication, your perception, your storytelling, your social media, the better. It's going to blow up for you. So get ready. You're going to have a massive revolution of the mind, of the mindset, of perception, as well as your skills, your unique skills. You may even learn a very unique skill like marionette, or I don't know what's a unique skill, like these very weird skills that not everybody does, and you may become really good at them. So very exciting, very, very exciting. So let's see, what is it that Uranus wants to teach Pisces in the next upcoming Uranus in Taurus? What does Uranus want to teach Pisces? What does Uranus want to teach Pisces? And we have, rather than complaining, I will focus on positive aspects. This is your mind. It's going to revolutionize any self-limiting beliefs, self-sabotaging tendencies, ways of thinking that are not helping you. It's going to revolutionize all of this for you. So when you focus upon lack in an attitude of complaining, you establish a vibrational point of attraction that only gives you access to more thoughts of complaint. So this is what you're going to revolutionize your life. You're going to have like an enlightenment, especially with your mind. Your deliberate efforts to tell a new story will establish a new pattern of thought. Your story is going to change. Your story is going to change. It's going to be different. Providing you with a new point of attraction from your present about your past and into your future. The simple effort of looking for positive aspects will set a new vibrational tone that will begin the immediate attraction of thoughts, people, circumstances, and things that are pleasing to you. And I love this. Like, look how it's like the eyes. The perception is what is going to revolutionize your life. So cool. Now let's go a little bit deeper into your messages here, my beautiful Pisces. What are some other messages that we have for you, Pisces, for this Uranus going into Taurus? And we have, notice the signs. Some of you guys are starting to notice the signs, to go in a different way, to take your own unique path, that maybe you're attracted to learn a new skill, or noticing the signs of, whoa, my thoughts are not helping me, time to change and revolutionize my perception. Also, giving and receiving. You're also going to be able to have a really good energy of giving and receiving, giving that unique skill or giving that unique perspective. You're going to receive a lot of beautiful things in your life. And the time has come to go. The time has come for you to take full on action. One thing about the third house is this is the house of effort. So I know, Pisces, you're very mystical and you're just like, I'm going to manifest my whole life through my mind and in meditation, and then it's just going to pop. Nah. This time is not going to work like that. Uranus is like, you're going to put effort. You're going to put a lot of effort into your unique things, into your unique expressions, into your unique creations, into your unique skills. Because that's the thing about skill, it requires effort. If you want to learn to play the guitar, you can't just, oh, I practice for 5 minutes and I'm a master. No, that's not how it works. Practice consistently again and again and putting so much effort that's what polishes your skill. And it's a daily thing. So the time has come for you to definitely start doing this on a daily basis. Alrighty, my beautiful Pisces, those were your messages for this upcoming Uranus and Taurus. If you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a personal message by me, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my 45% off on consultations at this time. In the description here below, you will be able to book one today, a 75-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart, your current transits, and you can ask me as many questions as you like. So make sure to book one today in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Pisces, those were your messages. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much to all my brothers and my sisters for being here for this powerful horoscope for Uranus and Taurus, guys. We have this until 2032, and I'm excited for the revolution that is going to bring into our lives. Sending everybody so much love and light. Love you guys so much. Thank you for the likes, the comments, and thank you so much for sharing my video with your loved ones. I truly, truly appreciate it. Sending everybody so much love, and I'll be seeing you for the next video. Hari Bol and Hari Krishna.